everybody. It'll be a short day. Sure, Pamela. It's going to be a short day for me because I do have an appointment that I've got to get to. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the daily general reading. And then I'll just get through as many reading requests as I can before I have to duck out. All right, so here we go for the daily general reading. All right. Let's see. All right, you guys. So the message for everybody is pay attention, be aware, and make sure that you're doing your best to stay in your magical flow. Okay, so sometimes we become resistant to things in our lives, and sometimes we can't help or change it. We just have to flow with it and let it be okay. And so there's a certain point in which acceptance comes into play. So start paying attention to where you're flowing and where you're resisting, and try to open up that resistance so that you can keep flowing. Okay, that's very, very important. Also, there are good things coming. So joy and happiness and all the good things that you are hoping for, the hope is still here. So even though sometimes we have resistance because we are in fear or we want to hang on to control, maybe we're unsure of, what will happen if we let go and just flow versus trying to, resist and control. There might be some fear that things are not going to work out. But a lot of times we just can't see how things are going to work out, but they are. Okay. So we're being asked to release control, release resistance, and try to flow and hold on to hope that everything can and will work out for the highest best. And it's here that it will. Okay. Now, there's some sadness and some depression going on. So there's a little bit of maybe sadness in accepting what is versus, holding on to the resistance and the lack of willingness to let go. That within itself can create some sadness and depression. And that actually starts to dampen the inspiration. Okay. So when we get stuck in fear and resistance and trying to control things, rather than flowing and just trusting, right? And holding on to that everything will be good and that everything is good, right? That will create the sadness, and then you lose you get the lack of motivation. So you lose your motivation, you lose your inspiration. Okay. So the way that we can handle that and deal with that is to trust in the divine. And it can be hard to trust and let go and know that we will be supported and guided. Okay. But the guidance is here, and trusting in the divine and asking the divine for help and guidance and signs and flowing with that energy, knowing that we are divinely guided. That's how we help. Okay. That's how we help let go of the control and the resistance. And that's how we can release the sadness, is connecting with the divine and knowing that we will be guided and that everything will turn out for our highest and best. Okay. So it's a matter of opening up to receive, all right, the guidance and the direction from the divine, all right, and opening up to receive will be the thing that overcomes whatever chaos you feel like is going on around you. Again, that maybe you're stuck in, right? Maybe the chaos is coming from the need to control and the resistance to letting go. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Pamela. Okay. Yeah, Pamela. I would love to do that. I can't wait. All right. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you today. Okay. Try to let go of the control and the resistance, connect with that divine source and open to receive the guidance, okay? And ask for help in knowing that everything will be okay. All right? You can trust the divine to take care of you, okay? And that will be the thing that helps overcome the chaos and the sadness, all right? So, trusting in the divine, that might be hard for some of us. And I feel like that's why it's coming up. But you need to know there's hope and you can trust in the divine. Okay? All right, you guys. So, I don't see any new people at the moment. Paula V, I'm pretty sure I have read for you before. Please let me know. Yeah, trusting is hard. It really is. And I completely understand. And I think doing that grounding, connecting, and centering meditation can help us to feel more grounded and connected and safe, and feel like it's safe to trust and release and let go. Yeah. All right. All right, you guys. Oh, you're so welcome, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Oh, looks like we got a spammy, scammy person on, so please ignore them and don't respond or get sucked into the trap here, okay? Do not engage. All right. Hi, sweet eyes. Let's see. Okay. All right. So it looks like you're new. So I will try to get your reading in first, and then I'll start back up at the top of the list, okay? And like I said, guys, I do apologize. It will need to be a short day for me today because I do have an appointment, okay? All right, sweet eyes, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get some clearing shuffles in. Let me get about 3 clearing shuffles in. All right, here we go. Okay, sweet eyes, you are asking about your transformation process, and we will see what comes through. Okay, sweet eyes. Oh, hey, Rupali. I'm sorry. I thought I had read for you before. Your name looks familiar, but it could have been another Rupali. Okay. All right, sweet eyes. So you are doing exactly what you need to be doing, and the process of the transformation you're going through right now is to set yourself free. Okay, so you are freeing yourself from outdated beliefs, all right, things that are holding you back, um, things that you feel like keep you chained down. Okay, it's time to start clearing that stuff out and letting it go. And especially pay attention to any beliefs. So when you're going through a transformation, especially spiritual transformations, a lot of times there are beliefs that we need to let go of. So if you have a certain um, spiritual belief, right, that maybe you were brought up with, um, or that was taught to you, um, you have to sometimes question these beliefs and why they're there and why you have them. And by questioning, it opens up and expands the thought process. Okay. And it opens up and expands you to more possibilities. Um, so you want to make sure you're staying open. Okay. And that will help you get things freed up. Now, this is a fresh new beginning for you. This transformation process is going to be bringing in a lot of fresh new energy. Okay, and a new way of looking and seeing and believing. Okay, so this is all things that are going to be in your mind. So focus in also on your mindset along with your beliefs when you're doing your work, because it's time to really take off in clearing up and getting control of your thoughts and making sure that you're staying positive. Okay, and that you're not um, staying with the outdated programming. It's time for new programming. All right, that's what happens when you go through these transformations. You get downloads um, of information, and you start perceiving things differently, and it starts to change your mental processes because you start running a new program. Now, part of this transformation, you really need to zoom in and focus on your self-love and care. All right. And really make sure that you are loving every single part of you. All right. All of your past, all of your present, your strengths, your weaknesses, um, forgiving yourself where you need to be forgiven, releasing and letting go of any kind of shame or guilt. Okay, and really diving deep into loving yourself, and also love this process and love the journey and be thankful for it and give gratitude for it. That's important. All right. But there's lots of energy supporting you. There's a lot of love energy around you as well. All right. Now, as you go through this, you're also going to start becoming aware of cycles, okay, and patterns that need to be broken. All right. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the new mental processes and running the new programs. So you don't have to repeat cycles anymore. So maybe do a real good review at your past and your life and where you've repeated things. Okay. And really try to pinpoint where have you repeated things, where lessons needed to be learned. All right. Because it's time to start breaking those cycles. Now, you need to know there's nothing to fear or worry about with this transformation. It's very good, it's very positive. And as you become more spiritually awakened and some of your spiritual gifts start to show up, please remember there's nothing for you to fear. All right. These are blessings and gifts for you, and they are yours. All right. So it's just a matter of learning how to work with them. But when you do your self love and care and you start getting rid of these cycles and freeing yourself and doing your work here, the spiritual gifts become amplified. All right. And the blessings start to become more visible. Yeah. Oh, you know your purpose. Oh, good, good. Yeah, yeah. So it's really about, this fresh new start, getting your mindset cleared out and the new programming running and breaking the cycles and dropping the old programming. Really go in and make sure that you fully love and accept yourself. Okay? That's important. That's coming up and it's very, very important. Nothing to fear or worry, and your gifts are going to start to be amplified. Okay? As you continue your work and you continue your process here. But set yourself free. Okay, the freedom is very important as well. All right, and doing things that help you feel free to be who you truly are, and that will support you in expressing and allowing yourself to be who you really are, and let that person shine and start glowing. Okay, so that's really important. Oh, good, good. Yeah, yeah. And that's where, yeah, and that's where you don't have anything to fear. And love energy is one of the highest vibrations, and it's also good for healing. So absolutely. But you've got to be at a place, where you are running the right programming, and you within yourself are doing your healing for yourself and loving yourself, because that's going to amplify everything and help you to be more of a healer as well. Yeah. Yeah. So you're definitely on the right track. Just make sure that you're also turning this love inward and this healing work that you're doing inward, so that you're very cleared out, because that's going to be the thing that amplifies it. Okay. It amplifies that gift so that you can help and heal others as well. Yeah. All right. All right, my dear. That's what I've got for you. I hope that was been very helpful. Okay. All right, let me see where I'm at on time. I've got about 10 minutes. Oh, you're so very welcome. I have got 10 minutes, so let's see. Let me go double check. All right. All right. It looks like Pamela was the first one that jumped in today. So Pamela, I'm going to get your reading in, and then that's probably going to be it for me today, you guys, because I do have that appointment. But I will be back tomorrow. So if I didn't get to you today, please come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I should be able to spend more time and get more readings in. All right. So thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I'm so sorry it's a short day. I had this appointment pop up. So I've got to make sure I have time to get to it. And starting next week, I hope to be able to get on a more regular schedule and make sure I am getting a full hour with you guys. But we will see. It all depends on how appointments go. But I will do my best. Okay. Hey, Rupali, you know what? Come back tomorrow, okay? Oh, and tomorrow's Thursday, so it is a first come, first serve day. But I'll also be here on Friday as well, okay? And I will be back, okay? All right, Pamela, here we go. Okay, Pamela, it's really time to start trusting your intuition, because there's some fear around your intuition, and I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but your intuition is there to guide you. So please, please, please start trusting it and start listening to it, okay? Because it's going to be the thing that helps you and guides you. All right. So there's a miracle in the works for you, and you are very spiritually protected. So you don't need to worry about, whether or not you can trust your intuition. And remember that intuition is those random thoughts that drop in, and they also can show up as those gut instincts. Okay. So try to really start paying attention to and trusting that intuition, because you don't need to fear it. All right. It's kind of one of those, if you think it, do it. And I really try to zoom in on that. So like, when I'm running out the door and things are crazy and something says grab a list, grab the list, grab the list. Well, when I don't, because I don't stop what I'm doing and pay attention to that intuition right then and there, when you think it, do it, right? And I keep running around like a crazy person, and then I leave the house and lo and behold, I don't have my list and I needed it, right? So sometimes it's instances like that where random things just drop in your head. Start paying attention to those and taking immediate action on them, because they are there to guide you and help you. Okay. And then the other thing is those gut instincts. Okay. When something just doesn't feel right, trust it. When something feels spot on, trust it. And you'll feel it in your gut sometimes. Okay. So pay attention to that and start trusting it. Okay. It's time to start elevating your frequency and up leveling in your life and in your spiritual life. Okay. And that process will happen that much quicker when you start tapping into that intuition and trusting it. But there is a miracle in the works for you that's trying to come through and come into your reality, that's going to give you a boost to get you back up into that place of peace and harmony, balance and joy. Okay, because that's where you're meant to be. Okay, and trusting and acting on that intuition, along with the things that are working on your behalf behind the scenes, will help get you there. All right. Also, make sure that you're paying attention to your self love and care. All right. And that kind of goes hand in hand with that intuition, right? So if something says it's time to rest, take a rest, right? And those are setting boundaries for yourself as well. And that's part of self love and care. And let it be okay to set those boundaries. Yeah. Yes, yeah. So start trusting it, okay? And start studying. So there's some studying for you. So I feel like your intuitions, and again, you've got to trust that intuition, because it's going to lead you on a path that you need to be going down, and it's going to lead you to information that's going to help you on your journey. Okay? So actual, physical, tangible information. All right. So it might be some information that comes in the mail. It could be a book. It could be a website, an email. But it's actual information that's going to come to you, but you got to follow your intuition to get there. Okay. And once you get this information, it'll help clear up any indecision. All right. Anything that you're unsure about or wishy-washy about, that information is going to help you make some decisions and end some things that need to end. All right. So again, those cycles, becoming aware of them and seeing them so that you can end them. But it's like there's a decision that needs to be made and you're not exactly sure yet, but the information's coming and the energy is coming to support you in making this decision as well. Okay. But it starts with the intuition. That's going to be the thing that guides you to those miracles, to that upliftment, that forward movement in direction, that peace and harmony and self-love and care, and boundaries keeps coming up. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And that information you need to make the decisions. Okay. So there's definitely some decisions coming up that will need to be made, but you'll have the information you need. Okay. But you got to trust the intuition. All right. So start there, and try to really zoom in and start trusting that intuition, because the more you trust the intuition, the stronger it gets. Oh, good, good, good. You're so very, very welcome. And I'm so glad it was helpful to you. Absolutely. All right. Rupali, I don't do readings on other people. So I see that you're asking about somebody's feelings for you. And I don't do readings on other people because, see, that would require me to tap into their energy to be able to answer that. And I don't do that because that's invasive. Like, you wouldn't want somebody getting a reading and asking questions about you without your permission or knowledge. So it's just something I don't do. Okay. Oh, you too, Pamela. Okay. So if you want to rephrase your question, Rupali, we can work with that. You know what? I'll try to squeeze you in real quick. I can do a relationship read for you, Rupali, but I cannot read other people. Hey, Pallavi, please try back tomorrow, okay? All right, Rupali, and Pallavi, come back tomorrow, and I'll also be here Friday as well. But we're coming up on 1:00. So I'm out of time because I've got to get to that appointment. So today is that short day for me. So I do apologize, you guys. And thank you so much for being here. Mhm. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I got that appointment I got to get to. So that is it for me today. I do thank you all for being here. Again, I apologize I wasn't able to do more readings today. I just have to get to that appointment. But I will be back tomorrow and Friday. So if I did not get to you today, please come back tomorrow and or Friday, and I will try to get you in. Okay? Great. Yeah, thank you, Pallavi. Yes, love and light to you all. Thank you, Rose. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.